everyone, welcome back to another episode of Three Uniques. I'm Brenda Rigney. I'm a consultant with my own firm, which is called Brenda Rigney Consulting. And I'm happy to bring in today and introduce you to Natasha Chawla. She's a marketing executive, an entrepreneur, and a super mom. Welcome, Natasha. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you, Brenda. How are you doing today?
I'm fabulous. I'm so glad that you're here. We connected about a year ago through a mutual colleague of ours. And we got talking, and I love everything that Natasha has to say. And just even before we started today, we were just jamming about COVID and just the pivoting the businesses are taking and the exciting opportunities for marketers to get out there and connect with the customer experience. But I'm really happy to have you here today.
Thank you so much. It's really been a pleasure.
Can you share a little bit more about yourself, just so that the audience knows a little bit more about your background and kind of what you do in the marketing sphere?
Yeah, I'm a marketing executive with almost 25 years of experience, have done the rounds of all the functions of marketing, so to speak, including traditional and digital marketing, e-commerce. And I really define myself as a business growth specialist, wherein I look at a business and I'm able to help them grow their revenues using various marketing strategies and tactics. I've had, international experience and worked across different countries, industries. So it's been a great ride for me. Yeah. I'm also an entrepreneur, coming out with my line of sauces. And as you said, I'm a mom. I don't know if I'm a super mom, but I'm definitely a mom, and my kid is a super kid. So yeah, it's definitely a fun thing to be.
Well, I'm super excited to have you here, and thanks so much for the intro. So while we're here is to learn about your three uniques. So can you share what your 1, 2, 3 uniques are?
Absolutely. Before I actually delve into the uniques, I want to tell a little bit of the background. I was so excited when you said, I could come in and do the three uniques with you, that I actually went through a little bit of a journey myself. And I reached out to all my friends, colleagues, team members, leaders, and asked them what were my three uniques, and took that time to really figure out myself. So it's definitely been a very fascinating journey. My three uniques are, I'm a big picture thinker, I am a continuous learner, and I'm an optimist.
Amazing.
Those are my three uniques. Yeah.
Great. Thank you for sharing those. So let's take it up to the top. So your first one.
Yeah, so I'm a big picture thinker, that's just how I am. That's how I look at any kind of problem or opportunities. I'm able to define a clear vision and put together some actionable strategies and ideas and solutions towards it. I always look at the holistic picture, because I believe when you start looking at things in a holistic view, you're able to identify opportunities that you may miss when you're looking at it from a detailed point of view. A lot of times, my friends would say that that's how I live my personal life too. And it is true, because personally as well, I like to think, and I like to look at things from a big picture perspective. I'll give you an example. My son, who's 13, is a competitive tennis player. He's a high performance tennis player. And just a couple of weeks ago, we sat together and we built out a strategy on a page for his tennis. And what we did was we kind of put together a 3-month, 6-month and a 1-year objectives with clearly defined strategies and actions, and then breaking it down into measurable KPIs. So instead of him just going out and practicing a serve, now we've broken it down to say you need to practice your first serve placement, and that kind of helps him really dial it back into what he's doing and why he's doing, because he can connect it back to his overall goal. So that's something how I actually even live my personal life at a professional level as well. It doesn't matter whether I've been a consultant, whether I was an entrepreneur, I've been in various workplaces. I go in, I first thing I do is I look at the big picture of the organization. And then I start towards building an operating plan or looking at the operating plan, and then breaking it down to the specifics that are required, so that, then that's when you create a roadmap, it all comes together. And I feel it served me well, because in terms of leading my teams, in terms of giving them a shared vision and helping them actually connect the dots in terms of what they're doing to the big picture. So I do feel that is one of my uniques.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And I love the story about your son. Similar to you, I do spend time with my girls, helping them develop goals and helping them break down those into tangible pieces. I think it's good for kids. They're very entrepreneurial now. They're very goal driven, and they need the frameworks in order to see, the finish line and to see that success. So it's great that you're showing them that skill set now, because it'll pay off in strides when he's 33, when he's 63. So that's amazing. What's your second unique?
My second unique is that I'm a continuous learner. You know, as a child, I was the curious one, and I just wanted to know everything. And coming from India, I felt that the formal education system was very restrictive. And I've always liked to develop myself, work on myself, develop new skills, identify things, learn about them. So that's just that's just the way I am, and I just enjoy doing that. So COVID's been really a blessing, because I've used this time to learn a few things. I mean, whether it's something as simple as, improving on my knife skills, or learning about day trading, or, just catching up on what's happening in the world of business, whether it's how is Facebook launching its Facebook shop. So, across spectrums, I would say, I mean, I like to keep myself, in the learning mode, always growing and learning. And again, what it's helped me is that it's really helped me adapt. I've moved countries, I've moved cities, I've moved from various industries. I've been able to build a diverse, work portfolio with, moving from industry to industry and just going in and learning. And it helps me to go in there and not be scared of the ambiguities, because I almost feel I'm going in prepared. So it's just that, going in and adapting to new opportunities, because I'm just of the mindset of, always learning and making myself grow and, working towards that.
Amazing. I love that. I love too the variety of the learnings that you're delving into: day trading, knife skills, Facebook shop. But I think that's the fabulous thing that I hope people recognize, that they have opportunities to just learn on such a wide variety of scales, right? Versus I have to just sort of stick to what I know and only learn that. Like, I think there's a huge opportunity now with digital platforms, social learning platforms, and a lot of organizations are giving it away for free right now, because they know that people are out of work or looking for that next opportunity, so they need to upskill in some areas. So that's fabulous that you're making use of that time, and I love the variety, knife skills, which is great for your business, right? So, and then your third unique?
My third unique is that I'm an optimist. A lot of people say, that my passion and my positivity is infectious and inspiring. And, as I mentioned, when I was going through this journey about asking people, a lot of them said, aspects of it, but then one of my colleagues put it succinctly, and she said, every time I think of Natasha, I think of her smiling and laughing. I thought that was something really true to who I am. I do find positivity in various aspects of life. I'm able to see that. And I'm not saying that I haven't gone through tough times, and I'm not saying that I don't get down, but I just am able to get past the situations and look at the positive side. I mean, I'll give you a couple of examples. My dream was to be an entrepreneur. And like most entrepreneurs will say, I failed, but I don't know whether I think of it as a failure, but I think that what I was able to learn in 3 months in the food industry, I would not have learned if I would not have gone through that journey. So, I have that ability to be able to give, positive affirmation to myself in terms of why I'm going through a particular, journey, so to speak. Another example was years ago, our team was, really focused on a project, and it was supposed to be a big project, and the project got shelved. We worked hard for 3 months. Very, very demoralizing moment for the team, for everybody who was working on it. But did I get down? Absolutely. There was a moment I was a little bit heartbroken, but it was able to come back and look at the positive. And I brought my team together, and I said, think about it. We would not have come together as a team if this would not have happened. today we feel so strongly about having each other's back, and we feel so strongly being able to achieve anything. So I would say that's a unique, that's really helped me through various aspects. I mean, even right now, going through this journey of looking for jobs is not an easy journey, but I'm able to look at it and say, oh wow, I'm now applying for a job of this industry. Oh, I get to learn about this industry. So I just that's what makes me. I'm a pretty positive and optimistic person.
Awesome. I love all of them. They all intertwine. Like once you tell your story, you can see that the big picture, the curious learner in you, and the optimism in you, like they all intersect, right? That makes up you and that makes up your unique abilities. So thanks so much for taking the time to share those with us. And just a message out to everybody. Just remember, like Natasha, get online, share your 3 uniques. I know that there's a lot of people struggling right now looking for jobs, hoping that the recruiter, that hiring manager is going to give them a call after they apply to the position. So please continue to apply. Look for things, scour, social media, job boards, looking for that right fit for you. Connect with employers, connect with recruiters, and then also get on social media like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and share your 3 uniques. Thanks again, Natasha. Have a great day.
Thank you, Brenda.